tickets for this one.
Still some folks coming in from the Metro out along center field. Rollins pops one up over toward the on deck circle for the Nationals, and Josh Bard puts it away for out number 1. Struggled. He said, you know, it's going to be a feel thing. It's going to depend on the situation of the game. He lofts one to Adam Dunn in right field, and there are 2 away. Tied for 4th best in the National League. One pitch hit in the air straight away center field. It's pretty deep. Willie Harris going back to the warning track to the wall. Gone! Over the 402 side and straight away center field. The deepest part of the ballpark, and Charlie Manuel's bunch is on top 1-0 thanks to the.
Got to hit him here.
And Howard's down on strikes, and he's on deck. He's on the cusp of moving into the top 10 in batting average. Chopper to Eric Bruntlett, and he'll take care of Guzman. 1 away here in the bottom of the 1st inning. Number 2 spot. He's been there for about a month now. And he hits that one in the air to left center field. Victorino's back, and he has room.
Nothing like hitting 2 when you got a guy behind you on a 30-game hitting streak that they don't. And he can pick it with anybody at third base.
And he hits the 2-1 in the air to right center field. It's deep, and forget about that one. Game tied at 1 on a long opposite field home run by Ryan Zimmerman. It's his 9th of the year. And man, he crushed that one. So each team now with a solo home run in their half of the 1st inning.
We just talked about what a big ballpark this is. Well, I guess both those guys almost always sees a lot of pitches.
And he got him. So Adam Dunn, who has not had a lot of success again. There's Pedro Feliz in the on deck circle. What a night he had last night, huh?
Yeah, he was pretty good last night.
Jason Worth hits it in the air to left center field. It's deep. Harris going back, and that one is gone. After an 0 for 9 slump, Jason Worth comes out swinging. Souvenir for that guy, and the 2nd home run allowed by Scott Olson, and the Phillies lead it 2-1.
I don't know whether it's the pitching or the atmospheric conditions, but this baby's playing small today.
Sure is.
And they're flying.
Day baseball in D.C.
Here comes.
See what he's done against Olson for his career. And he hits this one in the air to left center field. Harris is over. And there's 1 away. Ball game, and he is scheduled to be in the starting lineup tonight. As Coase pops it up mile high, shallow right field. Adam Dunn's going to call off Hernandez, or better get out of the way, because that way the Nationals pitchers were throwing more breaking balls to the Phillies. As Bruntlett loops one right at Willie Harris, and the inning is over. And maybe he told him. On the outside corner, called strike 3, 2nd strike. Kept that one down. Bard pops it up toward Feliz. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. That was. They wound up 1 for 3 in last night's ball game, including that 2-run double. And he's aboard with a 2-out walk. And he pitched real well in last night's ball game for the Phillies. And that one is right back to Myers, and that'll be the. Myers hitting a respectable .231. And he pulls that one to Guzman. Guzman nearly pulled Johnson off for 34 for the Phillies. And Jimmy has scored only 18 runs. And he's going to get a broken bat base hit there. With 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. Here is Victorino. And he hits one towards center field. A base hit right off the handle. And Rollins had to hold up to see if Hernandez was going to catch that ball. So he stops at second base. And it's back-to-back hits now.
At it, but just fouled it off.
So now he's down to the count 1-2. And he hits one in the air deep to right center field. That one's going to be long gone. Into the 2nd deck. A 3-run home run for Raul Ibanez. It's his 2nd bomb of the game, and the Phillies now lead it 5-1.
Boy, this guy is something. Looked like another fastball. I mean, this one was up and he tomahawked it. They tried to get him out with a Heif's time up.
Ryan with 27 career home runs against Washington. He draws the walk.
See, he saw 2 breaking balls there, and he stayed off them. You know, that thing, you know you're going to play 2. You don't want to go into that pen early.
Off the end of the bat, that one is going to drop into center field. A base hit for Worth. Howard stops at second base.
Remember how this inning started, too. Broken bat, and then a jammer, and then the 3.
At the knees, a call. Strike 3, and Phillies is down.
The first game off.
Little looper toward right field. That's going to drop in front of Dunn. Howard around third, being held up by Sam Perlazzo. And the bases are loaded. It's a pretty good toss by Adam Dunn in right field. 2-2, hit in the air to left field. Willingham started in. And he's able to recover and go back. He's not due, Wheels.
He's due.
Olson's down on strike. And a soft trickler to Ryan Howard. This is easy enough.
Hurt you, but you don't want to walk him and then go to Zimmerman.
That one's hit to straightaway center field. It's way up there. It's up toward our eyesight.
You could actually see that.
Yeah, and Victor.
You want to make sure that you make the most of it, and especially these runs early on.
Line drive to Guzman, and he plucks it out of the air, and there's one away.
With the pitcher, next hitter will get more fastballs.
Off the outside corner, ball 4. Jimmy's board.
It is. He's got a. Nope.
He's got Rollins picked off. Johnson's throw to second in time. Jimmy was just barely tagged by Goose.
First move.
And that one is gobbled up by Zimmerman. He bobbled it for a moment, but still recovered.
But he does go into that ball.
It's that one the opposite way. Nice play by Howard. Myers is there to cover. Dunn lofts it to shallow center. It's Feliz, the third baseman, who was playing the shortstop position there. But it certainly didn't give any advantage at all for Teddy as Willingham gets it to one to left center field. It's deep, and that one is gone. That's a long one. Well, that's the 5th home run in the last 9 games for Josh Willingham. Second one allowed by Brett Myers in the game.
Well, if you hit a home run out toward left center or center field or right center, you've really got a hold of the ball here in this ballpark, making solid contact.
Josh Bard popped to Feliz his first time up, and he is down on strikes, and Myers gets through this 4th inning. He doesn't. First home run was over 400 feet to center. Second home run was probably 400 feet to right center, and that's a dribbler mishandled by Johnson over at first.
Fastball's out of the zone.
And he loops that one into right field, a base hit. He just hung with that breaking ball. Ibanez stops at second, and the Phillies have 2 runners on the lead off. Worth back through the middle, 3rd hit of the day. Rounding 3rd, heading for him is Ibanez. The throw by Harris will go to the cutoff man, and the Phillies get the run back that they allowed in the bottom of the 4th, and they lead it by a score of 6-2.
Boy, good hitting there by Jason Worth, going right up the middle. See Ibanez come.
If they need to go to the bullpen, we're going to see one of the guys that pitched in last night's game, because everybody did. Hernandez, the second baseman, fighting the sun. Here's Coast, who lines one to left field. Willingham back and over. Tracked that one well, and Howard's going to have to go back to. And Brutland down on strikes, can't catch up, and the inning is over. Phillies.
That one up on Pete.
You're going to try to hold him accountable for that one? Oh, that just missed. And Harris is aboard to lead off.
Going down.
Bouncer towards second. Brutland has it. He's only going to get one, and he gets the lead runner. And what double headers during the course of the season. Cintrone lines one to left field. Ibanez will play it on one hop. He kind of duped Anderson Hernandez, so Hernandez holds up and has to stop at third, and Cintrone continues a successful run. Phillies set up for two. They may get two. Bruntlett to second for one. Rollins to first quickly to get Guzman. 4-6-3, and Brett Myers. Well, Brett went around. The ball gets away from Bard. Look at Brett hustle up the first base line. He's down on strikes, and there's one away. Here's Rollins, who has singled and walked. And a little roller to Hernandez. And Jimmy's really done a nice job of mixing up his pitches and staying out of the heart of the plate. A little cue shot to Guzman. Fights the spin, and Victorino's retired. The Phillies go down and
He's out.
And he gets Johnson for the first time on strikes and the third time over. Resulted in one of his two victories this year. Off the end of the bat, that went to right center field pretty deep. And Victorino's there. Two. Did he go around? Yes, he did. So he gets him on strikes for the second time. Taking last night's charts and put them in the computer. That one is punched toward the middle. A base hit for Ibanez. It's his third hit of the day. He's been on base all 4 times this afternoon.
Phillies in Clearwater, about 10 minutes away.
Ryan Howard pulls one softly towards second. Hernandez has got one, and they've got two. Gonna go down. It's a 4-5-3 double. Third base.
Wow, what an infield.
This one right at Zimmerman. Gliding over toward the line, and the Phillies are retired here. 2-2 the count to Willingham.
Began with an E.
Yeah, it started out well. He's going to win the battle. Myers is, and it's going to take a run over to first base. 2 outs here in the swing and a miss, and Myers has his 8th strikeout. It's another 1. Garrett Mock remains in for the Nationals, facing Pedro Feliz, who hits one sharply. He's backhanded stab by Guzman. One pitch, one set aside. And that one's hit in the air to left center field. It's going to split the gap. Harris is over. He's not going to get it. Takes a hop off the top of the fence. And Chris Coase is going to cruise into second.
Among his many titles.
Little number by Bruntlett. Mock off the mound. He's going to have to hurry, and he does. Nice play by Johnson. Over outside, ball 4. Stairs is aboard. Phillies have runners on first and third. Jimmy lines one to right field. It's his second hit of the day. It's going to drive in an extra run as Coast will score. Heading to third is Stairs. RBI single for J-Roll. The Phillies lead it 7-2. It was a multi-hit game for Jimmy Rollins.
Yeah, he needs that. Stairs says he still hurts from it.
Victorino flares one toward the middle. Guzman has it. Flips it to second. Not in time. Another run's going to score. That's going to be an infield single for Victorino, an RBI. It's his second hit. Him walking around there.
Because they certainly would have used him now.
Ibanez sends one to the air to deep left field. Moving back is Willingham. He has room, and he makes the grab. Count is 0-2 to Anderson Hernandez. And he lines one into center field, a base hit. First hit of the day and in the series for Hernandez. One line the opposite way. That's going to be in for a base hit. Taken on a hop by Worth. Hernandez goes to third. Worth overthrows everybody. Fortunately, though, Feliz comes up to take it on the short hop and hold Belliard at first. Now the Nationals have runners on first and third with no. Christian Guzman, the leadoff batter for the Nationals, stands in, and he hits one down the right field line. It's pretty deep. Going back is Worth. He's not going to get it. Takes a hop off the wall. One run is going to score. Belliard's being held at third. The Nationals have scored a run on 3 straight hits here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The Phillies lead is at 5, and Ryan Matson all of a sudden is having trouble getting some outs.
Yeah. He's got his hand.
Christian Guzman, the leadoff batter for the Nationals, stands in, and he hits one down the right field line. It's pretty deep. Going back is Worth. He's not going to get it. Takes a hop off the wall. One run is going to score. Belliard's being held at third. The Nationals have scored a run on 3 straight hits here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The Phillies lead is at 5. And Ryan Matson all of a sudden is having trouble getting some outs.
Yeah. He's got his hands on his hips.
Hasn't got anybody out.
He was 0-2 on the first 2 hitters.
And the 2-0 is hitting the air, left field line. Banya's on the run over toward the corner. It's going to get a run home. Belliard's going to tag from third, but there's one away. And Matson will give up another base hit as Ibanez will track this one down toward the gap. A run's going to score. It's an RBI single for Zimmerman. It's now 8-5 Phillies. 3 runs have scored here in the 8th inning.
He walks so much.
Bouncer towards second base. Brutlett's going to go to second for 1. Rollins over to first, not in time. Ball just wasn't hit hard enough to turn 2, but
0-2. He's been a little bit sloppy with these this inning.
Lofted to center field, pretty deep, but Victorino's there, and Ryan lines one toward the right side, but right at Anderson Hernandez. And another one, including the guy that was supposed to start tonight's second game, and that's Jay Happ. He got the win. And Worth is down on strikes there. Popped out twice. He's grounded out. He is struck out. And he hits this one in the air to right field. Coming on is done, and he's not going to get there. And he kicks it, and that's going to give Phillies a chance to go to second base. Play over toward the line. It kicked right past him and rolled right down to the corner. Coast hits one toward the hole and cut off by Zimmerman. The inning is over. So the Phillies strand one.
Choose that slider that he can get a strikeout on.
And Bard pops it up. Shallow right. Jason Worth trying to fight the sun. He does. And Brad Lidge has the first. Line drive to right. A base hit for Harris. His second hit is in as many games against Lidge. And he'll run some counts.
And they foul pitches off on him.
That one's a roller right back to the box. Lidge looks it back at second, 2 away. I was thinking the same thing in the same spot. 0-2 pitch. Got him. Another slider down and away. Dukes is rung up, and Brad Lidge picks up the save in game 1 of this day-night doubleheader. He allows a base hit, but he strands one at second base. And the Phillies have taken the first 2 in this 4-game series.